guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button, leave a like down below. I wanted to do something a little different today. Everybody's doing their wrap-ups of their gaming habits for 2023. We're going to start off with the PlayStation and then end it with the Xbox. Spoiler, I play my PlayStation a lot more than I did my Xbox. So yeah, let's see what games I played the most on my PlayStation 5 this year. I don't think you'll be very surprised because this is a wrestling channel. But let's go see. All right. So wrestling 2023 wrap up. I played 43 different games. There was a lot of sales this year. I play a lot of different games. I don't just play wrestling games, but usually I'll bounce back and forth. If a game catches my attention, then I'll stick with it. But I have a very short attention span. All right, so 43 games. My first game played this year on the PlayStation was Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. That game it's one of my favorite franchises. They finally brought it to the States, or back to the States, since it's been a long time. And I have to thank Microsoft for doing it, man. Like, if Microsoft didn't front the bill, I don't think this franchise would be in the States right now. So anyway, let's go to the next one here. And here we go. Here are your big hitters of 2023. So in 2K23 on the PS5, I spent 202 hours playing that game. I haven't got the platinum yet. I earned 34 trophies. Playtime ratio about 36. Does that mean 36% of my overall playtime this year was for WWE 2K23? Most of that time was in the creation suite, just so you guys know. And then we got 2K22 as number 2 because I was trying to get the platinum before this one came out. So I played the living crap out of it. It took me an extra 85 hours because of the My Faction mode. Like that was a slog to get through, but I'm glad I did it. I might do that for 2K23, but some of the trophies are like play through my GM like minimum 4 times. That one might be a hard one to get. They made the My Faction stuff a lot easier, so I might go for it. We'll see if I make it or not. All right, number 3, Tower of Fantasy. It's one of those gotcha. It's kind of like what is that game? You know what it is. Sound off the comments below. It's kind of like that, but gotcha mechanics. It was open world like Zelda. It was pretty fun. But I lost interest because every single day they introduced a new gotcha mechanic. So you spend 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes of every second you turn it on, the first 20 minutes is just you claiming all the free stuff, and it got really boring. And then Phantasy Star Online 2 is number 4, and then Disney Dreamlight Valley. I was a big Animal Crossing guy during the pandemic. My brother and I got hooked on that. We played it quite a bit, visited each other's islands. It was a nice little relaxation game that helped us get through the pandemic. And Disney Dreamlight Valley kind of takes that idea and expands upon it in almost every possible way. So don't knock it till you try it. If you're a fan of Animal Crossing, you'd probably be a fan of this. All right, next page. Your gaming style. Brawler. You spent 63% of your game time taking names and chewing gum. And you're all out of gum. So yeah, wrestling games. I think it's cool. That has a little thing here. All right, so let's look at what you got up to month to month. Oh, here we go. This is an exciting thing for me. So every month it breaks down what game you played the most. So in January, I played WWE 2K22 for about 48 hours. Okay? It's nice not having kids. In February, again, WWE 2K22, trying to get that platinum, and I got it like right before, I think I got a couple weeks before the game came out. So I got about 32 hours. Cool. Gaming sessions, 102 in February. Yeah, trying to get those 63 hours in January. Wow. And then March. Along came WWE 2K23, and I played it for 80 hours in March. That's in about 3 weeks. I played the game for 80 hours. Most of that was just creating my characters because I was trying to. My channel wasn't monetized by then either. This game helped this and AEW, despite all its faults, AEW Fight Forever, those two games helped the channel get monetized, so I was pretty happy. So yeah, and then again in April, 44 hours. And then again in May, but I only played it for 20 hours. Huh. And then Street Fighter 6 came out. And I was totally like blown away by the story mode in that, because it's basically like an open world, you run around, do whatever, and then once you get in a fight, it just goes to the 2D fighting plane. What a genius idea. I love this game. This game was awesome. The only reason I stopped playing it is because they locked all of the cosmetic items for your avatar behind either a battle pass or a paywall. And some of the costumes were pretty pricey, and they took their sweet time getting those out too. So I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in it. I might pick it up again when Akuma comes out, because Akuma is one of my favorite characters. He's probably the last character on the first season pass, so we'll see how that goes. I only spent 30 hours on it. Yeah, I beat the story mode. That was about it. I'm not big on online play, which is weird because it's a fighting game. And then back to WWE 2K23. I think that's hilarious. 2K23 is my most played game all year. Tower of Fantasy. Again, right when it came out, I was really into it, having a lot of fun. And then all of a sudden, all these different things that you had to claim every single day, or you might lose out, you know, the FOMO effect. And the menu system was so, ugh. Anyway, moving on. September. Again, WWE 2K23, and I barely played it at all. Only 11 hours. That means I hardly played my PS5 at all in this month. Oh, that's because Starfield came out. That's right. That explains it. The reason why I hardly played my PlayStation 5 in September was because of Starfield. I had a lot of fun with that game. Wasn't perfect, but it was fun. And then Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now, I'm one of the people, the story is a 10 out of 10, but the pacing of the game, to me, was terrible. Like, it felt like it was dragging, it was stretching itself out as long as possible by throwing endless hordes of enemies at you, and it started becoming a slog all the way up until you become Venom. It got to the point where I was just trying to finish the games because I want to see the end of the storyline, and I don't know, I felt like it kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Just how many, like, what was it, Kraven. All the Kraven bad guys, the hunters, there were so many times, and they all look the same. Like, it's the same 4 or 5 enemy types over and over again. It started to feel like a Dynasty Warriors game. It's like, isn't there some puzzle thing you could have me do instead of fighting these guys for the 8 billionth time? Anyway, that's just me. Overall, I enjoyed the game, but I only spent 20 hours on it. I didn't get the platinum. I don't know if I'll go back. If they have some DLC or something, I might, but currently I feel pretty good about it. I like the story. Who knows? I might load it back up again. And then back in November, right back to WWE 2K again, only 14 hours. And we'll go to the Xbox and you'll see why. And then Ark Survival Ascended in this month, December. Now, this game, I have another channel basically just for Ark. It's supposed to be a how-to channel. I was trying to branch out and do other games also, but people would only watch the Ark content. So if you're interested in Ark Survival Evolved or Ascended, this is the remake of the first game, go check out that channel. I got quite a few how-to videos on there. Alright, now, we're going to go over, well, let's finish this actually. We're only halfway through. Alright, premium, they're trying to, here's an ad, they want you to buy stuff, which I think is funny. This year you spent almost 600 hours playing games on my PlayStation 5. You spent 86.23% of game time playing 28 games on your PlayStation 5. Okay. And then let's see, next page here. I earned 1 platinum, 2K22. That's such a pain. I can't believe I didn't get any other platinums this year. You know, it'll be funny is if the only platinum I get next year is 2K23. That might be really funny, actually. All right, next one. The Messenger, your social style. You had a lot to say and got the word out by sending 335 messages this year. Really? To who? I never sent messages on my PlayStation. That's weird. Huh. Alright, PlayStation Stars. You earned 28 digital collectibles and earned 9,505 points because I bought a lot of games. And then there's this thing here, digital collectible, earned at the end of the wrap-up. Now, when you go to the end, it'll show a code for this, so I'm not going to go to the end here. We're going to go over to Xbox and see my year in review here. And you'll see why some of those months were so low in game time for WWE 2K23, which is hilarious, though, because I still managed to play it. I still managed to get a few hours in. You see why I love wrestling games so much? If you saw how much time I spent in that game, right? Imagine if they made a perfect wrestling game that they just kept adding to, like what we thought we were going to get with AEW. I would get into thousands of hours in those games. I would play those things forever. All right, off to the Xbox here. Here's my gamer score. I have 130,000 gamer score. I've been playing since the first year of the Xbox 360. Let's see here. Total time, 271 hours. Total of 48 games. Wow. Probably because of Game Pass. I only earned 5,490 gamer score. Most of that's from like 2 games. Total achievements, 170. Reward points, I don't care about that. Top gameplay month, November. Yeah, Starfield. All right, classics, all this stuff. The games I played this year, this is pretty cool how it's showing. And this is a little big of an eye-opener for me because I barely played the Xbox all year until November. And it says I'm in the top 15% of players for hours played. And then it says I'm in the top 5% of players for gamer score. And then it says I'm also in the top 5% for achievements unlocked. If I am in the top 5%, then nobody is playing on their Xbox. That's a huge eye-opener of how dire the Xbox ecosystem is. If I'm in the top 5%, because I barely played at all. I only played less than 300 hours all year. And I play a lot. So, anyway, so the game I played the most, and I've been wanting to make videos on this, but I'm just having too much fun, is Grounded. And it says I played for 99, just under 100 hours. And this was mostly in November, the end of November, and all of December. I'm still playing this right now. This is a very fun game. If you like survival games and you like the old movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, this game is super fun. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, but yeah, it's pretty fun. And then Starfield, I spent about 87 hours in that game. I was going to go back to it, but I started getting really into Grounded, and then Spider-Man came out, and then Ark finally came out, and I played it a little bit longer on here than I did on the PlayStation, mainly because it came out on here first. So anyway, yeah. Look at hour 23. That's pretty funny. See, the PlayStation thing is all set up nice, and then you get to the Xbox version of it, and it's like, I'm in the top 5%. That kind of, like I said, that's kind of an eye-opener for me. And I'm not even close to this, because when this came out, I'm guessing 90% of ARC players played this. Anyway, so that's my wrap-up for 2023. I'm curious what you guys' wrap-up is. I thought this would be a fun little video to do while this thing is still active. As always, thank you for watching. I can't wait for next year. And stay frosty.
Delicious!